Rivers Reps Caucus calls for discipline on Ugochinyere. That's the caption we have here. The Rivers State Caucus in the House of Representatives has asked the leadership of the House to call the member representing Ideato North and South Federal Constituency of Imo State, Honorable Ikenga Ugochinyere, to order and discipline him for interfering in the affairs of Rivers State. The caucus, in a statement by its chairman, Honorable Dumnamene Deko, faulted what it called another unfortunate and misleading press briefing by Ugochinyere on Tuesday on the ongoing disagreement between the governor of Rivers State, Sim Fuara, and the House of Assembly and lately local government chairman. Deko said that since the disagreement, the Imo lawmaker has thrown caution, decorum and responsible conduct expected of the high office he now occupies to the wind, and puts himself forward as a veritable tool as well as an agent provocateur for a cause he knows nothing about and for no other reason except to feather his nest. Up to you, Mr. Ferrer, sir. Do you think it's morally, politically right for the Honorable Reps member Ugochinyere to be interfering in Rivers politics, just as Dumnamene Deko in the House of Reps has alleged, sir?
Once again, we operate a constitutional democracy. The law, stipulates and defines our rights and what is unlawful and what is lawful. The Constitution permits of what they call freedom of expression, right, as enshrined in our law. So, and the Constitution didn't limit our freedom of expression to our local government, to our community, or to our states. As long as you are a native of the Nigeria state, you have that liberty to so discuss issues of importance, and political matters, whether economic or whatever form. You have that right to discuss it if you feel interested and you want to partake in it. So it's our right to so do. So anybody saying because you are not from here, therefore you must not, discuss the issue because you are not from that state, I don't think is constitutionally wise. Morality will always take the back seat where law speaks. We are not talking about morality. We are talking about what the law says. That is how constitutional states are governed. It's not about how I feel or my emotions. No, it's about the law. Except somebody is even asking me now, Firaga, not to be talking about matters that have to do with River State. Because I'm not from River State, but I reside in River State. So therefore, River State is part of Nigeria. So I have the liberty, I have the right to discuss issue in River State. So it is not about how you feel it. It is about what the law says. If the law says I have the right, then I have the right. Okay, sir. So my concern about Ugochinyere is law for illegality. He's elected as a lawmaker. You are there to make law. And the Constitution we operate today is a legislation from the Parliament. So it's act of Parliament. Right? So as a lawmaker, you ought to stand by what the law says and not going on the contrary as a lawmaker. What are you trying to paint? What are you telling Nigerians? That you don't even believe in the law you partake in making? That you don't even believe in the institution of government that you belong to? You saw illegality and you derive joy in supporting and you try to promote such illegality. Even when this thing is against the Constitution that elects you into the House. We had a situation under the Buhari administration where the Bukola Saraki Senate leadership and the leadership of the House of Reps were against the executive. They were, like a parallel line. They don't meet. The fight was so strong that anything that Buhari will send to the National Assembly will be turned down. Sometimes they even make jest of it. And at the end of the day, the government of Buhari was kind of limited by the decisions and actions of the National Assembly. But we never saw the Buhari as a president, saying because I'm the president, I'm the chief commander of the armed forces, I have the liberty to deploy the police, I have the liberty to do and undo, and therefore move into the National Assembly and bring down the structure of the National Assembly and try to limit the National Assembly from sitting. Buhari never did that. Despite that, he was the president of the Federal Republic. He never denied their lawmakers their due resources. He never interfered in their activities. He never restricted their legislative businesses. He never did anything. Okay, but rather,
where do you fault
he was trying to do this. But right now in Rivers State, we are now having a situation where one of the arm of government is trying, to to deny the other arm of government from functioning and even existing in the state. You, Ugochinyere, who belongs to the parliament, you are now supporting the executive against the legislative chamber.
Against the
in the state.
chamber.
So you are supporting the executive against the legislation that you belong to. So what kind of, a man is really is that at the point you are even saying and supporting an illegality that is alien to our constitution called caretaker. Caretaking what? Taking our resources to private pockets, taking our resources into some foreign accounts, taking our resources and making the people live in poverty and in non-performance situation, and you are supporting a caretaker even when the grown-up Section 7 forbids everything that has to do with ad hoc government. The law says democratically elected. So anything ad hoc, whether head of service, whether some people are appointed, governor does not have such a right. But in whatever manner, whatever situation, the law prohibits and forbids it. And somebody is trying to do it. Are you Ugochinyere, who belongs to the group that made this law, is not supporting the person against the law that you are so a member or a participant in making, in enacting? So I wonder what's run through his mind. Is this guy really qualified to be in the National Assembly making law for us, or is it that he is an anti-democratic force that is there to destroy our democracy? Is that his interest? I don't really understand Ugochinyere sometimes. So I wonder why his constituency are not even asking him, bro, that place we sent you to make law. Why are you against the law that govern the Federal Republic of Nigeria? He should give reasons why he's still so in love with illegality, unconstitutionalism, and things that can precipitate crisis in a part of Nigeria. And he's celebrating. People are clapping for him. If everybody should continue or live in such a manner, do you think he will have a state? We will not even have a governor in the first place. Because people will want to do what they feel like, express their emotion. Do you think it's everybody that like Governor Sifubara? Do they know? Do you think it's everybody that wants Governor Sifubara to be a governor? No. Is Governor Sifubara the most qualified person to govern the state? No. Is Governor Sifubara the most educated person? No. Is Governor Sifubara is the person that have the most economic prowess? No. But he's there. He's privileged to be there because the law says so, and every other person submits to the rule of the law. And the same governor is trying to undermine the constitution that made the governor disdainfully disrespected and insulting the institutions of state. Are you Ugochinyere, who legislates for the good government, orderliness, and peace of the Nigeria state? You are supporting such action against what the law recommends. I wonder. I think Ugochinyere is really, is disappointing.
Okay, sir. So, Mr. Ugochukwu, sir, in a few words, sir, because we still have more to dissect here concerning this same sphere of influence, sir. But what would you ascribe to the, should I call it a diverted patriotism for Ugochinyere to concentrate more on Rivers State than on his native Imo State, sir? Is he in order? I know he has the right to comment on any issue concerning the Federal Republic of Nigeria, but in this case, where the caucus of the Reps members from Rivers State are raising an issue that you cannot be the chief prosecutor of our cases when we are still in the same house with you here. What is his stand? Does his stand resonate with you?
I think I want to just make 3 points out of what the Dabo have said, the caucus chairman of the House of Reps from South-South. This call has been overdue. The call that he made now has been overdue. We have expected them to have called Ugochinyere to order before now, because Ugochинyere's antics and rhetorics is becoming unbecoming and embarrassing of a person of his office. I wouldn't say his person now. I mean the office he occupies as an elected member. If he knows what that particular office is, that is one. So it is a call that we have expected, but is belated. But according to the Englishman, He said it's better now than never. Is it not? Then another thing is this. Ugochinyere is an opportunist. He's a political jobber, and he doesn't have anything to offer in terms of bettering the life of his constituents. He has failed them because you will recall that in Imo State, where he represents the people of Ideato North, it has not been Uhuru. He himself cannot tell us that he goes home and sleeps with his two eyes open, with his two eyes closed, because of the insecurity and all the things that happened before he got elected, and even when he was litigating up to the appeal court. So I don't want to say much about Ugochinyere because it's an unbecoming of an honorable to take sides in matters like this. Because what is happening in Riga State is a matter of constitutionality, and they will allow the courts to take their course. So for now, I will reserve my comment again about Ugochinyere. But all I know is that he has already projected himself for what he is. That he is only self-seeking politician. He only wants where he will get his daily pay. And that makes him an opportunist and a political jobber.